Thanks. Drivers in Outagamie County bracing for another road project that will bring a much needed change to a very busy stretch of Wisconsin Avenue. Starting on Wednesday, 2-mile stretch of road from Casaloma Drive to North Badger Avenue in the Grand Chute area will be undergoing a resurfacing project, patching up the existing pavement. It took a hard hit during the winter. Samantha Cavalli there live tonight with a closer look at what drivers can expect. Samantha.
Right, Cammie. Yeah, right now it is officially rush hour here Friday night. It's already getting busy here on this stretch of Wisconsin 96 as traffic continues to build up going into the evening. Earlier this afternoon, Governor Tony Evers approving millions to improve this stretch of Wisconsin 96. So by next week, expect your commute or even a trip to the mall to look a little bit more crowded. Construction season is ramping up in Wisconsin, and crews are preparing to resurface parts of Wisconsin Avenue. For drivers used to dodging potholes, this project can't come soon enough.
It's kind of a thing you live with in Wisconsin. After the winters, you know you're going to have a bunch of potholes and places to fix.
The $7.3 million project will cover about 2 miles from Casaloma Drive to North Badger Avenue, targeting aging pavement and busy intersections. Some drivers, like Terry O'Shea, already avoids Wisconsin Avenue and is expecting people to use nearby roads instead.
That's probably exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, Highway 15 will probably pick up a lot of the traffic, I would think.
Most of the work will happen overnight with single-lane closures from 6 p.m. to 11 a.m. Crews will mill and repave the road, make concrete repairs, and add a new left turn lane at Blue Mound to improve safety.
It'll definitely require me to change my routes every once in a while, but if it does make the condition better, it's probably for the best.
In the end, the project is expected to deliver a smoother, safer drive and extend the life of the road, finally giving drivers a break from those potholes. Inconvenient or not, people will adjust.
Might be inconvenient because they're going to have to circle around different streets to get there. It's going to cause congestion on the streets that they're going to use, but people usually figure it out over time.
And later this year, a 3-week closure is coming to North Badger Avenue in and around the railroad crossing on that street, with a detour in place. For any and all information regarding the upcoming closures, maps, details on detours, you can head to WBAY.com. Reporting live in Grand Chute, Samantha Cavalli, Action 2 News.